It's a questicle, man! Everybody likes questicles. Except for Newfie. Okay, that just leaves the, you know, the monster, which is the main one. Which we want, I can't talk. We want to go to the Heimdall port, which we haven't been to yet. I don't know if we should turn in that one quest first or not, but I guess we could go and collect some dialogue on our way to getting more stepticles. Let's go to Alto Street because can. Because can. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying. On the Shaggy Show, shit, we ain't playing. Well, we don't need to go in there. That's what stupid people would do. Make sure you double up on decorations around the tram tracks, Strauss. Like Nina Strauss. I'm sure everybody will like that. You do realize that the decorations were already planned out, don't you? I think Nina Strauss plays guitar for somebody. I don't remember. Somebody. Do. Let's go in here. See what's going on. How you doing? Hey, the music's not playing. You dirty bastard. We always have a special dish. Easy for me to say. We always have a special dish just for the summer festival. I'm not sure what we should make for this year's, though. Last year, Fiona gave us the idea to bake musical note-themed cakes. That would be cool. Wouldn't it, though? How you doing, sir? Rand. Not Randy with an I. While the Imperial Army has a bunch of armored divisions, there are 3 in particular that I think are important. I hear the Bischoff military has like 6 armored divisions. First up, the 3rd Armored Division, led by Lieutenant General Zex Vander himself. Then you've got the 7th Armored Division, who can tear across a battlefield with lightning speed. And finally, there's the 4th Armored Division, who have more raw firepower than any other unit in the military. Oh yeah? That's the division that Lieutenant General Olaf Craig commands. Olaf the Red, that son of a beep! If you think about it, that makes him the strongest man in Erebonia. I bet I could teach him a thing or two. Son of a bitch. Long ago, back when I was an instructor at the Music Academy, I had one student who stood far above the rest. She went on to become famous, fall in love, get married, and have children. But she eventually lost her life to illness. Well, we know who that is. Still, it was clear that she loved the life she led. Even on her deathbed, she continued to sing. Yeah, that's just how I feel about her. Sorry about that. Old men like me just love to reminisce. Yeah, well. Fiona told me that you're walking around town as part of your field study. Just remember to go at a relaxing pace, especially with Elliot around. He's not the most athletic person in the world. Wow, I'm not sure if I'm offended or touched by your concern. Elliot's a wuss. Alright, good times. Good times being had here in the Mushroom Kingdom. How you doing, ma'am? It's been over a year since they closed the Bracer Guilds here. Brace Guild? What the beep? It was kind of a shock given how popular and effective they were. Hell yeah. I mean, look at Liberal. Apparently, the best Bracer they had back then was a woman, too. Who could you be talking about? Bum. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Tourist? I expected the summer festival in Heimdall to be much flashier than this, giving all the talks about it. Back home, we wear floral adornments as we celebrate the festival. How you doing? There's a parade during the first day of the festival, isn't there? Eek! How exciting! I simply can't wait to see Princess Alphen's loveliness with her own eyes. With my own eye, her own eye. What am I talking about? Come on. If I'm not drunk, I should be. Good lord. Come on, man. Hey. The summer festival's finally starting tomorrow. We only celebrate it for 3 days here in Heimdall, but I've heard there are some places where it runs 5 whole days. I think Alan's gonna perform on all 3 days, too. Kinda makes me jealous of the people in the provinces. Yeah, well... that's how that goes, sir. Did you hear about what happened over at Mater Park last night? Apparently, the HMP arrested some shady characters, so you better be careful if you're over there. Don't call me a shady character, sir! Do I look like I'm wearing a striped shirt? I don't think so. Worry not. We know what we're doing. We'll get them if they show up again. Ho! You two are doing this on purpose, aren't you? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Good times being had here in Heimdall. Do-do-do. 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 How you doing? How you doing, fam? I feel bad for Ron, since Mom always forgets stuff so quick. He tells her that he'll be back late because of practice every day, but she forgets every time. She's a forgetful little bunghole. Isn't that right, Tamara? My son Ron is performing in a concert during the summer festival. I didn't know he had it in him. I don't think he does have it in him. I think he's gonna fail miserably and then cry. Maybe it helped that he had Fiona as a teacher. Maybe, but probably not. Probably just made things worse. You know how it is. You know how we do. Ratchet style. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright. Where is our step count at now? We need 1,000, don't we? Or is it 2,000? I don't remember. Well, we're at 933, so... was it 1,000 or 2,000? I don't remember. I don't remember such shenanigans. 2,000, okay. Good to know. Then we'll keep looking around for now. Garnet District. We'll keep seeking out new dialogue and such until we get that 2,000. You know how we do. How you doing? Korba? How you doing, Korba? Chancellor Osborne's always taken the feelings of the people into consideration. He's done so much to make life in Heimdall easier for all of us. He's the man who brought about legal reform to ensure that the rights of us commoners are always protected. You'll never find a politician more respectable than him. I heard John complain to him about McDonald's not honoring the Husker special, so he had that particular McDonald's closed down. Little fun fact for you. Serves them right. Old bastages. All the stores here seem like they'd turn my wallet inside out. It'd be a waste to skip out on them after coming all this way, though. A little peek into one couldn't hurt, right? I don't know about that. Hey, where are you going, sir? I must speak to you, Mr. Wycock. I said cock. Long ago, this district was exclusively for nobles. As you can see, that's far from the case nowadays. The commoners now outnumber the nobles living here. While I suppose that makes sense when you consider the ratio of commoners to nobles in the city as a whole. Indeed. Indeedy. Let's go into the hotel. And, you know, not sleep. Because that's not what we're here to do. How you doing, sir? Mr. Customer? I've been asked to attend the garden party taking place on the first day of the festival. I believe it's being held in the Crystal Garden over at Mater Park. I rarely come out to Heimdall, so I do hope I don't get lost on the way. I hope you do get lost personally, and nobody ever finds you. That'll teach you, sir. That will teach you. For being a little bastage. The Carnage district should become ever so lively tomorrow with the summer festival. I don't know about that. Even more so due to the Imperial family's parade. We better not have to sneak in the back of it, or I'm gonna be pissed. It may be well worth searching for a good vantage point for the parade in advance. Good day, everyone. Your work yesterday has once again made this a place where our customers can feel at ease. So please, allow me to thank you all again. Yeah. Quiet down, sir. Seems like this leads to the hotel's VIP area. We can't go where all the vaccinated intellectual penguins are hanging out. Can't do it. The area farthest into the hotel is designated for the sole use of VIP guests. These tend to be internationally renowned individuals. In fact, its current occupant is Vita Clotilda. Oh yeah? You sure about that? Haha, I happen to be a huge fan, so this is quite the honor. Well, good for you. There's people over there. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. How you doing? Oh, it's you two. You're still here? At the very least, I'd like to attend the dinner party being held at Corel Imperial Villa. Do try to prove that you're not entirely useless by getting us in there. She needs like a freaking kick to the crotch, I'm telling ya. My daughter's exchanged her financial ambitions for political ones. Oh, my beloved daughter, you were once such an adorable child. Where did I go wrong? Are you even listening to me, Father? Of course I am. Oh, man. Like I said before, that guy's bound to have, like, 50 seizures before the age of 50. That's just the way it is. Can't do nothing about it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You know what I'm talking about? Alright. What do we got going on around these parts? Hey, stop it! Stop it! How you doing? Can we go to the Opera House now, or is there still a purple octopus in there? There are quite a few interesting anecdotes about the Opera House because of its long history. One such anecdote is that 180 years ago, the diva at the time was whisked away by an unknown intruder. That's not an FF6 reference or anything. Nope. Not even close. Some theories even proclaim these two were lovers, but the truth of the matter remains unknown to this day. How dare you reference FF6? You bastard! Oh, how romantic. I'd love to be whisked away like that one day. There are so many interesting stories to hear about this place. I simply cannot get enough of them. Uh-huh. Can we get in here now, or... No, we can't. It's unrelated. That's what it is. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I'm streaming on my laptop, so that's not as smooth as it should be. But that's just something we gotta deal with for now. Prince Oliver's been taking part in events like these much more often of late. It's a pleasant change, to be honest. They may call him the debaucherous prince, but he is truly a fascinating man. Ha! He's been rather popular ever since his famous return to Erebonia on Liberals' RCA, hasn't he? I've also heard much about his recent active involvement in official affairs. They referenced a diva of the opera house being abducted by a stranger, which was an obvious FF6 reference. Bum bum ba 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 bum. How you doing, sir? Estimated price 100 million Mira. Even if I slaved away my whole life, I could never earn that much. Yeesh! Women are scary. It's shiny, so shiny. A commoner like me has no right to even dream of owning something so luxurious. But I want it anyway. I deserve it for reasons. Reasons chocolate chew. That's what's going on. Holding a special exhibition of the tiara for the summer festival is producing exactly the results I'd hoped for. Setting this all up was no easy task, but my efforts seem to be paying off. Perhaps now the company president will finally recognize my skill and insight. And then he'll probably see you as a threat and have you fired. You know, because that's how the business world works, unfortunately. We're expecting an even higher influx of customers during the summer festival. We should probably consider ramping up security for the next couple days. Update virus protection? I don't think so. Update spyware protection? I don't think so. Shut up, dude. We already had a conversation. Estimates of that tiara's value vary between 50 and 100 million Mira. Putting it on display was part of the store owner's plan to increase our shop's image. But the thought of having something that valuable around is almost terrifying to the employees. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Want and such. I don't know what I use on the laptop. Probably like Norton or some kind of nonsense. I'm not even sure. I know on my PC I use Windows Defender. It's Gonin, not Conan. It looks like the Crimson Tiara is attracting a good crowd today, too. The owner's really outdone herself this time. She always comes up with such amazing ways to attract customers. Apparently so. It's gonna be fall next week. God damn it! A little late on that, but that's okay. We're still good people, sort of, but not really. Some of us, anyway. Okay. I think we're done here. How's our pedometer doing? Getting close to that 2,000 mark? 1413, okay, almost. Laptop style. You can warp to the underground bastage. Let's go to Dreikel's Plaza. A student who got a detention for reporting a bad book to the teacher. Talk about denied. Deny. I mean, what? That wasn't me. I don't have that sound effect anymore, sadly. So I can't do that little thing. Well, technically I could do the sound alert, but, you know, that takes effort. I don't want to do that. You know, because I'm a lazy little bastard. But I digress. I think the game froze. That's pretty cool. Nah, it didn't freeze. It's just, you know, taking its time. Should probably drop a save, just in case it does. Bad Book style. So much better than Bad Bunny. Gelato! Tomorrow's the big day. The parade starts right here, too, so it'll be very crowded here tomorrow. If you're planning on being in that crowd, you should start making your preparation H now. Nah, it's alright, man. I try to avoid crowds. Nothing good comes of it. Barley! Prince Oliver isn't Empress Priscilla's son. His mother was actually a commoner. That's actually true. I've heard that as a child, he was raised completely unaware of the fact that he was part of the imperial family. He doesn't seem to have an especially easy life by the sounds of it. No, he does not. But you wouldn't be able to tell that by looking at him. He's always graceful and silly, no matter what he has to deal with. Yeah. A little bit. I guess he's kind of cool, maybe. Are you kidding me? He's like one of the best characters in the series. What are you talking about? Hey, tourist. Hey, stop gawking and get moving. Don't forget that we're here to see the prince in tomorrow's parade. And you better help me sneak in through the back of it. This is amazing. You can really tell the Emperor lives around here. Everywhere you look, there's another breathtaking sight. Yeah, well. He's dressed for a Wild Arms game, so that's something. Do-do-do-do-do. Denied the denied sound effect. Technically, I could go under channel points and play it, but, you know, that just takes too much effort for me. Ubo. Man, who even cares about the festival? We ain't little kids anymore. What kind of loser gets excited about that stuff? Sorry, but you're gonna have to go somewhere else. The hell? What's your problem? Him! Tim's probably gonna cheat. This plaza is a famous tourist destination, after all. We're the ones who should find somewhere else to play. Or at least that's what I think. Yeah, well. Hey, Tim, whose side are you on here? It's Nick! Good God, is it ever Nick. Blah, blah, blah. There's always like a zillion tourists and stuff here for the summer festival. Sucks, though, because we can't play around as much when they're all over the place. That's too bad. Look at this dork. Civil servant. He really does look like a dork. Right. What do I still have left to do? First, I need to put up notices about the road restrictions, then check which stalls have permission to operate here. There's always so much to do at this time of the year. Basically. It's the dude playing the violin. Andre Labano. Heimdall is a most deceitful city. While you may not realize it yet, I'm sure a time will come when this makes itself apparent to you. Do not be fooled by the love that currently permeates the city, either. Once this festival is all over, all 800,000 citizens will forget this love ever existed. This is why I only come for the festival. Well... Sounds to me like you got an attitude problem, sir. It's Anton and Ricky! Heimdall is one of the largest cities on the continent. Maybe it's here that I'll find something to change my life. How do you fancy my chances? Not good. Signs point to no and such. Anton's looking to change a part of himself, he says. He always says that. Thing is, he doesn't know which part he wants to change. He probably wants to change his penis. Which means it's about as well thought out as any other Anton plan. Okay. And these two people look at Vanessa! Now that I think about it, we haven't had many opportunities to see Emperor Eugent recently. Empress Priscilla rarely makes any public appearances either. Even we Imperial family fanatics only get about one chance a year to see her, if that. That's too bad. Dams! It's Dams! Prince Cedric and Princess Alphen are twins! They're so endearing, too. They've been Erebonia's little angels ever since the day they were born. They really are this country's pride and joy. That's why I need to get a look at just how much they've grown this year. Good on you, sir. Obviously, we're not going to be allowed in here, but... This area is off limits to ordinary citizens. Turn back now. Tell me what to do. I can do whatever the beep I want to do. You got a problem with that? You got problem? 1687, by God. Guess we could check out the park. See if anything's going on there. See if anybody's getting arrested. For dueling in the middle of the night or anything. So I'm sure that's not happening. Nope, not even a little bit. Because nobody would do that. Other than maybe, like, freaking Austin. Crap bastard and his rowboats. How you doing? Coco! Coco beware. Who's your favorite celebrity, Coco? I really like Lord Rufus. He's so dreamy. I might go with Osborne. Oh boy. You've got weird tastes. Really? No way, he's no good. Even Governor Regnance would be better. Oh boy. It's Jonathan! Breaks. Mater Park's always nice and relaxing. Just chilling out here running the stall is basically the perfect job for me. Is that like different flavored ice cream? Or frozen yogurt, maybe? You won't see me running around doing grunt work for some big company now that I've seen the light. You'll never catch him working for Walmart. Or Target. Or like, you know,
This park is so peaceful, it's easy to forget we're in the capital.
I could take a nap here.
Yeah, people love to come here to relax.
Indeed they do. And they're playing music again. Kalinka! It would have been ideal if we could use the practice room at the Music Academy, but alas. There's a lot of competition for it around this time of year. But by practicing outside of it, we managed to meet with Elliot, so maybe it was a good thing after all. Maybe. It's Ron! This is our last session before tomorrow's performance. We've been working so hard that I've started dreaming about practice. Good luck tomorrow. I'm sure you're all going to be great. Thanks, we're really going to make this one count. I bet they're not. Morris is going to screw the whole thing up. Tomorrow's finally the day. I'm feeling pretty nervous now. I keep catching myself thinking about what'll happen if we mess up, but we practice so hard that it simply has to go well. Yeah, well, just try not to piss yourself, and it'll be fine. These two are still here? And they gotta freaking live here, or be like super glued to the bench. Come on, man. Come on, Robert. Hey, I want to go see a performance at the opera. I want to see the diva herself up close. That sounds good. How about we get jobs at the opera house? We'll be able to see her every day if we did that. But I don't want to get a job. I'm a lazy little bitch. You can go work there yourself. Ho 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 ho! How you doing, civil servant? Hey, just so you know, this place will be off limits this afternoon. Security needs to be tight since a member of the Imperial family will be attending the garden party. So we'll be blocking things off to beef up security. They're gonna be blocking people on Twitch. It's gonna be disgusting. How dare they? How dare you? You little rat bastage. We're in the Crystal Garden. How you doing, Arl? We're always taking care of things like this, so it's no problem. Well, what could possibly go wrong and such? Just leave it to me. Can't leave it to Beaver. Isn't that right, Mr. Civil Servant? You just need me to carry the benches out, right? Leave it to me. Stuff like this is my specialty. Haha, thanks. I really appreciate you helping out every year. Indeed. Wait, what do you do? How many civil servants are there? Like, damn. I'm glad Gary is willing to help us out every year, but it'd be nice if he were a little less picky. Freaking picky little bastages from hell. Picky little bastages, picky little bastages, picky little bastages, little bastages, little bastages. He's something of an artist, and boy does that show. No complaints about his grandson, though. That kid's a huge help. What the?
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
You my butterfly, sugar, baby. What the hell's going on over here? It's old man Gadia. My grandson's a hard worker, but I can't just unload all the work on him. Let me give you a taste of what real elegance looks like. Have a taste of my superior technique. I mean, what? Because the drawing that youngster from City Hall whipped up isn't really much use. Oh, wow. Every year, a member of the Imperial family attends the garden party. It's been a number of years since His Majesty last attended, though. As one of the organizers of this event, I can't help but feel a little disappointed by that. That's too bad. You gotta hate being disappointed. You know, kind of like the day Vegastar was born. What a disappointment that was for his parents. I mean, sheesh. But anywho... we want to go to... Well, we've looked everywhere other than where we need to go, so... now we want to head back to Valancourt Street. You know, because there's nowhere else to really go now. We just gotta get the last of our steps in, and... that shall be that. That shall be that. Ladies and gentlemen. 2,000 steps. Okay, we're done. We're so freaking done. By God. Right, Basil? Do you know about St. Estria's girls' school over in the Sank district? Yeah, we can't go there. That's not our part of the city. It's full of girls from noble backgrounds, all of whom stay in dormitories. I'm guessing all the lessons will be about learning to be high-class ladies, too. Dance classes, cooking lessons, and so on. It's kind of hard to imagine a school like that as a commoner, though. Yeah, well... that's how it goes, man. Can't do nothing about it. You could always make a new accessory the focal point, says Sifa. These earrings would be perfect for you. Oh, these do look nice, says Melvie. Melvie. She says she's going on a date tomorrow. How exciting that I get to give her some advice. Oh yeah, that'd probably give most people a heart attack. So much excitement. Sifa used to be one of our most frequent customers. She loved our clothing so much that she came to visit every day, so she and Howard got to know each other pretty well, and in the end he offered her a job. Actually, that's how a lot of our employees got their jobs. Oh boy. Howard gets around, doesn't he? Freaking Howard. How dare you, sir? Hey, done with the endurance test, I see. Mind if I get those back? By all means. You mean we don't get to keep them? You son of a bee. Impressive. You walk pretty far, but they're still in near-perfect shape. Perfect! Think I'll be able to recommend these to our customers with no reservations at all. I still want to take another good look at them later, but I'm confident enough to order another batch right now. Glad I could be of assistance. The Strega Corporation must be quite the company if they've been around for 50 years, though. I think they're worlds ahead of freaking Nike and Adidas. And Air Jordans. They've got some history, alright. Still not too well known here in Erebonia, though. Partially because we've historically been one of the most protectionist countries on the continent. That's been changing bit by bit over the past 10 years thanks to Chancellor Osborne's reforms, though. There was a new clause added to the Customs Act at the end of last year that further relaxed import restrictions, too. That's what made me decide to start stocking Strega's stuff, actually. I'm sure the nobles are feeling frustrated over that, considering the restrictions only benefited them. Damn politics. Yeah, it's a good thing for the common people, though. Chancellor Osborne knows what he's doing. Frighteningly well. Indeed. Huh, pretty much, yeah. Oh yeah, I should give you your reward before I forget. First of all, let me give you a brand spanking new pair of those shoes you just tested out for me. Then why did I give them back? I needed someone specific for the test run, but there's no need to worry about that with these. They're transistor-free. Twisted transistor! They'll fit anyone as long as you tie them properly. Yeah, you want to make sure you tie your shoes, people. Come on now. My thanks. Cheers. Guess that's that. Thanks again for the test help. Quest made for walking completed. Do. Of course, we've got something better, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. Lady Stregas. Women only. Oh, they also have strength up by 15, but our Strega A1s are better. Although they have a strength up by 15 and an evasion up by 5%, but whatever. They don't need to worry about such shenanigans. Nobody needs to worry about such shenanigans. Another quest bites at us. That just leaves one if you know your basic math. Howard gave us a pair of Lady Stregas. Laura's gonna have to walk 2,000 steps while wearing them. Laura walked over 2,000 steps in the Stregas, and we told Howard how they held up. And thus we were victorious. Mwahaha. Thanks to you, I can stock these with pride. Thanks for the hand. I owe you. You're damn right you owe me. You owe me like 20 bucks. Come on now. Knock it off. Okay. That's more like it. Basil. Basil. Lumiere Orbital Factory. The store's been in business ever since my great-grandpa's generation, you know. That's why it doesn't exactly look modern. But we're every bit as good as those fancy new Orbital stores. Ha ha ha! Mwah ha 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 ha! Okay. Let's see. Elliot. This needs to be open. If we can open it, by God. Yeah! That's how we get things done here. This whole party has our slots open. What am I doing? I don't even know. We can put a little something on you. It has to be space, though. Space. The funny frontier. Voice breaker? Nah. Luck? Nah. What don't you have? Golden Sphere R. Brings up HP and strength as well, so maybe we'll put that on. Why not? Sure, why not? Give Elliot a little more HP. A little more HP. You know what I'm talking about? It's pretty freaking sweet. Sir! What do you think you're up to, Mr. Passerby? Definitely feels like the summer festival now that the city's all prettied up. Too bad I'm working tomorrow. That's a shame. Working during the summer festival. You hate to see it happen. Chancellor Osborne's really popular here. Everyone sees him as a crusader for the people. But that's not the only reason he's famous. Women are head over heels for that dandy look he's got, too. He's a dandy, like Video Wizard. I don't see it, though. He looks more scary than attractive to me. Meh. Hey, Mulder, where's Scully? I'm certain you've heard about tomorrow's summer festival, but the festival part is something of a misnomer. Is it? There are a few events that take place across the city, but that's about it. That sucks. Although Princess Alphin's presence might make things different this year. Maybe. I could see things being busier than usual. Yeah, well... that's how that typically goes. Bond! James Bond! I can finally return home to Crossbell now that my business here is done. We get to go to Crossbell in like 2 weeks. Do-do-do-do-do. Actually, I should buy some souvenirs for my family before I head back. While we may have moved to a nice house, I still owe Sunita and Krail for all the trouble I've caused them. Yes, you do. And they're expecting reparations, sir. Do you understand? You mucker father. Watson's weapon and armor. Emma Watson. Watsons! How you doing, sir? Doing alright? Prince Oliver's getting really popular these days. Nobody gave a shit about him until he returned from abroad in that white airship. You know, the RC. But that was a big deal. He had pretty much everyone in Heimdall talking about him. I guess that's one way to capture the people's imaginations. I guess it is.